Today's video is very vulnerable, but it's something I keep thinking about, and so I wanted to share it to encourage other writer mamas. So if you are a mama writer, then this is for you, and it's something I just wrote up on my notes app here. Maybe grab a hot drink and cuddle up with a blanket, and I just want this to be my encouragement to you, like we're sitting down, hanging out, and I'm trying to encourage you. So, dear mama, you've just sat down to write, or maybe you're even just thinking about coming back to your story, and you already feel overwhelmed. Writing takes so many senses, both internal and external, and you're overstimulated from the constant noise. As much as you love both your book baby and your real life baby slash babies slash used to be babies slash man baby, you're also desperate for a break. And writing, which used to feel like a break, just doesn't right now. I get it. You might be telling yourself, I told so-and-so that I was a writer, but here I am, not writing a word. Not even sure I remember how. Or maybe I just don't know if it's worth it. You're questioning everything. Where is my time going? Is it possible to sit down and create anything anymore? Who even am I? Do any other mamas feel this way? Or is it just me? Is there a secret strategy for getting it all done? To feeling creative after a day of wiping butts and drool and chasing the little one around the room. You might think that you just need a little bit more time to yourself, and you might be right. But the truth is, a lot of days when you do have more time, what you want more than you want to write or edit, more than you want to do anything productive, is to just do nothing. And this tiny window of extra time, whether it's 5 minutes or 50, it only serves to make you feel that much more guilty. Usually, that little block of time is really not enough to complete the tasks looming over you anyway, even if you do push through the burnout, which you usually do. You push and push until you just can't anymore. And then in your exhaustion, you start to wave a flag of surrender and give in to the little voice telling you to give up because there's just no way. The worst thing you can do, though, is give up. This is not a solution to your problems. In fact, it's much more likely to cause you to feel depressed about your life and maybe even resentment towards your little one. Yes, being a mama writer is more difficult. 1000%. The burnout and exhaustion of being a mom is real. But just because the progress is slower than it used to be doesn't mean it's not progress. Instead of setting impossible goals and then getting down on yourself when you can't make them, start reframing your goals. 100 words a day could lead to 2,800 words a month, or more depending on the month, or maybe 3,000, which could be a full first draft of a book by the end of the year. And yes, that absolutely will feel like a long time if you've been able to create first drafts in a month or 2 months in the past. But again, we're reframing our perspective and changing our expectations. Instead of comparing yourself to your past self, recognize that it's quite a bit faster than not writing at all for 5 to 10 years or more while you wait for this life stage to be over. If you were willing to be a turtle instead of the hare in this race and keep going, but in a new lane at a new speed, you could go so much further than you think. And while we're talking about speed, it's time that we're honest with ourselves. Our speed is going to fluctuate unexpectedly. When we're struggling in a current season to make any forward progress, we need to look back, maybe just a few months ago, maybe even just a few weeks ago, to where the creativity was flowing, maybe even in the midst of chaos. Think about those good days. Let the memory of them be what you dwell on, and let that drive you and motivate you to find your excitement again. And when certain days just refuse to turn around, or you get constant interruptions, or you just don't even get a chance to touch your story, catch those negative thoughts in the moment as well and stop them before they ever get past the front door. Instead of comparing yourself to other people or even to your past self, start accepting the stage you're in and trusting that it's not going to last forever. Trust that even tomorrow might go better. Recognize that your stress over the lack of progress might even be the thing that's holding you back. And if you release that pressure of specific deadlines, other people's opinions, and your own previous level of producing, you might surprise yourself by how much you get done. Sometimes though, instead of creating more and trying to do more and just showing up more, the best thing you could do is to take things off your plate. Take expectations off your shoulders. And if the frustration is starting to compound and just put you in this downward spiral, let yourself take a break altogether. It doesn't have to be a long break, maybe just a few hours, maybe a day, maybe a week or a month, but set a time limit on it and then let go of any expectations during that time so that you can actually truly appreciate the break and get the rest that you need from it. A short break can help your creativity flourish again. If you need this time, you are normal. If you're slowing down, you are normal. If you're beating yourself up, unfortunately, that's also normal. But try to give yourself grace. This is such a short season in the grand scheme of things. I'm sending you hugs, renewed excitement for your story, some fun books to help spark your joy in stories again, and a reminder that despite how awesome writing is, being a mom is even better. You're not just writing a make-believe story anymore. You're creating a real life story for a tiny human being who loves you more than anything else in the world. You've got this.
All